Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge, and let's talk horror. Now, today I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite horror movie kills. So, this was a very, very hard list for me to narrow down to just 10. So, I did the top 10 that really impacted me the most. We may do a part 2 to this list later on, but let's get started at number 10. And it's from Friday the 13th, part 3. I know when a lot of people talk about Friday the 13th, they talk about the tent, or they talk about the cryogenic head kill. And I understand that, but the one that got me the most was Vera's kill. When he shot her with the harpoon gun, it goes straight through her eye. As a kid, this scene really scared me. Just this big, brute guy walks up with the hockey mask, shoots her, and just walks away. That's it. Drops the spear gun and just walks away. He took a Vera good shot, took out her eye. Amazing kill. So number 9 is from Pet Sematary, and no, it's not Gage. It is the Judd kill. Obviously, the Gage kill, super impactful. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't, but as a kid, seeing that Achilles tendon get cut, you could feel that. You could, to this day when I watch it, I feel that cut, and then the cut through the mouth, and finding out later, finding Judd later on dead in the room. Just very, very impactful because you love the guy. You really root for him. So seeing him die in such a cruel way really, really hit hard to me, especially when I was young. Number 8 is a death that I don't think people talk about enough when it comes to how impactful it is. The whole movie, we're built up around this one character, and at the end, we find out it was a setup the whole time. And obviously, I'm talking about the Wicker Man. And no, I'm not talking about the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
I'm talking about the OG Wicker Man with Sergeant Howie. When you have him up there and they light it on fire and they're dancing around and he's just up there burning to death, and you see, that perfect shot at the end of the movie. And what a heartbreaking scene. Like this guy has done everything he can to try to find this little girl, only to find out it was a setup to sacrifice him for better crops and shit. So definitely a heartbreaking kill in a very, very good movie. So number 8 is The Wicker Man. Number 7 is a movie that, again, I think is criminally underrated. Not enough people talk about this movie, and it is Oculus. The mirror playing tricks on you. What's going on with this mirror? Is the mirror really evil, or are men just attracted to the evilness of the house? Are they evil and the mirror brings it out of them, the lesser glass? And at the end of the movie, when we have Kaylee's death, man, you're so heartbroken because he's getting taken out. Again, her brother he did this as a kid, and now as an adult, he's going back, and he's never really done anything wrong. He's tried to help and destroy this mirror that's been having such an impact on their lives for so long. And a very dark, very heartbreaking ending to a movie. And we can't get dark and heartbreaking without talking about my next kill. And that's the ending of The Mist. How far would a dad go to make sure his kid isn't being tortured? They're stuck in the mist. They run out of gas. There's 5 of them and 4 bullets. So he does what he has to do, including killing his little boy, which this will forever have an argument with Ashley and I. I think he made the right decision. Quick, painless death is better than being, killed by acid spiders or torn apart by big mosquitoes biting you, or these big like Aerodactyl Pokemon monsters getting you. Yeah, I thought that was the easy way out, but the heartbreak of finding out that help was just down the road. But that's a kill that definitely is super impactful. Number 5, Child's Play, and it is. You shouldn't tell your customers where you hide these things, John. When you have Chucky breaking the limbs on the voodoo doll, and you see, John getting broken into pieces. This is a kill that I think as a kid we thought killer bees, quicksand, and voodoo dolls were going to be much more prevalent in our adult lives than they really are. And, seeing that voodoo doll breaking, I wish they did more stuff like this throughout the Child's Play franchise. I think that to really explore the depths of Dembele and the voodoo impact that it has, I think would have been really cool. And this death stands head and shoulders above the rest in this film. So number 5 for me is Child's Play. Number 4 is from my favorite horror movie sequel of all time, and my favorite movie sequel of all time probably, and it's Dr. Sleep. We talk about sad, heartbreaking endings. We talk about sad, heartbreaking deaths. This is one of the hardest kills to watch, and I'm talking obviously about the baseball boy. One of the hardest kills to watch in any film when it comes to a child. It drags out, you feel so bad, and Rose the Hat is just an amazing villain. She's beautiful, she's smart, she's cunning, she's dangerous.
An offer I rarely make. Hiding his light under a bushel for so long.
Is it gonna hurt? I hope so. You know, like, this is so dark, and one of the reasons why I think she's one of the best villains of all time. So coming in at number 4, the baseball kid from Rose the Hat. Let's go from sad to just plain out brutal. This is Terrifier 2, Allie's death. I could have gone with, the Saw from part 1, obviously, but this one drags out for so long, and you're just like, oh my gosh, just please kill her already. Like, she's got to be past the point of shock where she's just in so much pain, and the bleach and the salt, and it's just so much. Like, I love Damien, I love David, I love Lauren. I love the fact that they can work together so smooth and have no problems in that relationship. But in all seriousness, I think this kill is just a work of art, no pun intended. And it's just so well done, so practically. And, it really made me, I'm not going to be one of those people who's like, oh, I was puking and I walked out of the theater. But it definitely left me with my jaw on the floor at how extreme and brutal it went. So number 3 is Terrifier 2, Allie's death. Number 2 is my favorite film in this franchise and my favorite trap in the film, and that's Saw 3, and it's the rack. A term coined by a friend of the channel, Dead Meat James. He talks about slow-ass motherfucking Jeff. But I'm telling you right now, if someone had killed my son, I would be... That would be considered fast-paced motherfucking Jeff compared to what I would be doing. But you do see the other side of it here when he's in the rack and Jeff is trying to help him and he can't. And just one of the most terrible ways to die, getting your limbs twisted and broken and then your head spun completely around, breaking your neck. It's a kill that, like I said, the first time I watched it, I was just like, man, what are they doing here? Like, this is gnarly. And it still to this day is such a hard kill to watch. But again, I love Saw 3. It is my favorite in this franchise. I will stand by that till the day I die. But for anybody that knows Sledgehammer Horror, you probably know what number 1 is. I had nightmares about this growing up. This genuinely burrowed into my conscience and never left for a long time. And it still gives me the heebie-jeebies when I watch it, no matter how silly it is. And it's Child's Play 2, and it is The Eyes and the Factory Worker. Child's Play is the only one that has repeat offenders on here, and that's because both of these kills really affected me a lot. For those that haven't heard the story, when I had watched Child's Play 2 for the first time as a kid, and I saw the eyes go into the factory worker's head, I had nightmares about that guy chasing me with the doll eyes inside of his head. And that's not lip service. I'm not saying it to be funny. It's a genuine story. Like, for a long time, I was really scared of this, and the thought of that guy chasing me as a kid, I think, really implanted that kill in the back of my mind forever. Because even now when I see doll eyes, I kind of get the heebie-jeebies about it. I'm just like, oh, those things are disgusting. So that's my top 10 favorite horror movie kills, guys. So let me know down in the comments, which of my kills do you agree with? Are there any kills that you would add to this list? Ashley's list will be coming out soon as well, but let me know if you'd like to see a part 2 of this as well. I would love to know some kills that really affected you guys or that you just absolutely love. So please let us know. But until next time, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Those links are in the description as well. Keep talking horror, stay what you are, and we'll see you guys soon.